Here they are, a few vegetables from our backyard garden that my husband cultivated while I was away in Mexico. We'll use them in tonight's dinner and perhaps for salad tomorrow, and there's a lot more where that came from. And now that I'm leaving the kitchen, I will turn off the lights, turn off the fan, and walk over here into the dining room area. Get my notes. Yeah, there we go. All right. And talk to you from that same lovely spot where I did my last video. All right. So, good to see you. I'm Laura, and it is August 7th, 2025, and there's my cat in the background. So we are both here to say this is today's Heartlines. The headline focus for today is wildfires. I was thinking of that wonderful lodge and the cabin that my husband and I stayed in, and how all of that is now gone, burned down by the fires burning on the north rim of Grand Canyon. And I was also thinking about the wildfires in California and in Canada. You hear my husband coming in the door after getting the mail. So this is our daily life here. And what we do here is we do our best to help out when we hear, especially when we hear stories of wildfires burning in 10 states of the US right now, more burning in Canada. It's the #1 country with wildfires right now. And even as I speak, every continent is lit up with wildfires as more than 19,000 are burning around the world. And it's a vicious cycle, because the more the fires burn, the more they affect global warming. And the more there is global warming, the more fires burn, and the more frequently they do so. So, what is there to do? Well, that's what the vegetables and the lights were about. Because when we act on an individual basis, and we know we are not acting alone, if we encourage others, who encourage others, who encourage others, perhaps countless millions of people around the world will join together in doing what we can to reduce our own footprint on the planet Earth, so that the global warming is modified or slowed down. And when we think of the wildlife and the nature and the human life that is affected by wildfires, we can hold them in our hearts while we do these loving actions, even just simple ones around our home. So we are going to focus on that love and connection with humanity through earth care today. And we're going to start with a time of prayer and focus. So let's take a deep breath and close our eyes. And focus on this thought. I am connected with all of humanity by caring for the earth, and I am healthier for it. I am connected with all of humanity by caring for the earth, and I am healthier for it. And so it is. So when we pause and go into a silent moment, we can feel that connection from heart to heart and soul to soul. And when we do things in our lives, just simple things that make a difference in decreasing our footprint on the planet, in decreasing our part of contributing to climate change and global warming, we know we are not alone, because there are millions of people, including you, some of you probably who are listening to this, around the world doing the same thing. So I have my walking shoes on, and a little bit later I'm going to take a walk, because walking is another way, walking to our destinations and walking to increase our health. We can actually make a difference. It's healthy for the planet, eating vegetables, having a more softening and comfortable environment by watching how many lights are on or how much power is running. These are things that help us and the earth and all of humanity. And since our theme for the rest of this week and through next week is common unity, there's no better way to connect than caring for the earth that gave birth to all of us. Thank you for joining me today, and have a wonderful day.